Hello guys, this is Vysh. The March 10th MCQs and today is Friday, so obviously we'll do Science and Tech MCQs. If you are new to this channel, please go and watch this every day 9 p.m. This will come daily 5 MCQs with detailed explanation. All our teachers are doing it. I am doing 3 days in a week, and there is Tuesday Geography and Environment, Wednesday Polity Governance, Thursday Economics, and Saturday it is this thing. Okay, CSAT. So everything what you need for prelims is being done free of cost, and if you practice the right way, nobody can stop you from clearing UPSC. Okay, but I'll recommend you to please watch the foundation first, because without foundation, no matter how many textbook you study, how many MCQs are solved, you will not clear. Okay, so that is, I can tell with guarantee. Okay, we can't tell who will clear, but we can tell guarantee that those who do not watch the foundation right, they cannot clear this exam, because there is a lot of myths and misconceptions about UPSC which coaching class does not tell you. They purposely hide it from you. All those things I have told you, please get that from my WhatsApp, and then you will see that your approach towards exam will change. Okay, so first question for today, Science and Tech. World Intellectual Property Indicators 2022 was released recently. Which of the following are true? It is released by experts from leading business schools across the world. The top 2 countries with highest number of patent filings are India and China. Okay, this is about the latest report which came recently. So 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So reports every year, 1 report minimum will be there in your prelims question, this thing. So I am planning a series also. It will starting now soon. So that reports every day, one report will come, and that will enhance your learning. Okay, because every report which came in the news, I will cover it. One day, 1 report. Okay. So here answer is B, 2 only. That means India and China is filing patent, highest number of patent. And it's not business schools, it is this World Intellectual Property Organization who releases this report. And this is a very authoritative report. Okay, it has every details about the patents, trademarks, industrial designs, anything creative which is there in the economy. All those things will be compiled here. Okay, from every nation, from regional bodies, everywhere they collect data. Then this local patenting activity in the US, Japan and Germany have declined in 2021. European Patent Office and South Africa made significant contributions to overall growth of patent. So these countries, India, China, South Africa, all these people are claiming a lot of patent now, meaning a lot of researches are going on, a lot of things are going on. And here the share of non-resident applications is very high in countries like Australia, Canada, EPO, then this United States, Brazil, Indonesia, Mexico, everything is given here. So please read these details, but in prelims sake, they will mainly ask about whatever I have asked here. Who publishes this report and whether India has any specialty this time. That is the main thing UPSC will ask you. Now question number 2, which of the following are false about Ostra Hind exercise? Okay, so it's a bilateral exercise between the Coast Guards of India and Australia. 2022 marks the 5th edition of the series. So again, 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. So again, 2 statement type question. Ostra Hind itself, you know it is Australia and India, that is sure. Now the question is whether it is Coast Guards and whether it is the 5th edition. That is where is the catch. Okay, so here the answer will be C, both 1 and 2 are false. Okay, both 1 and 2 are false. So it is a bilateral training exercise between the Indian Army, not the Coast Guard, Indian Army and the Australian Army. In December it happened, November, December it happened in Rajasthan. Australian Army is represented by this brigade and India is represented by this brigade or this regiment, and it's the inaugural edition. This is the very first. So it's a very high significance that UPSC can ask you a difficult question on this. Okay, so please be aware of a list of exercises. Again, my students will get a lot of revision charts where I list down country-wise exercises which happens between India and other countries. Okay. Now question number 3, ICSHAC recently launched in India relates to what? Meaning what is it related to? ISRO, DRDO, Indian Navy or supercomputers? Okay, so this term again, if you have not seen in the news, then ideally you will have to skip only. Okay, because there is no other option. It can be a name of a satellite, it can be a name of a missile, it can be a supercomputer, it can be some coastal exercise, it can be Navy exercise, it can be anything. Okay, so here answer will be C. ICSHAC is the third of the 4 survey vessels built under the Survey Vessels Large SVL project for the Indian Navy. So Indian Navy has a project called SVL. Under that 4 vessels are being built, and this ICSHAC is the third of that 4 vessel. Okay, so it is built by Garden Research Shipbuilders and Engineering Limited in partnership with L&T, and named this thing, which means guide. The name signifies the contribution of survey vessel during or towards the facilitating safe passage for mariners at sea. So that is why guide, they have named it like that. Okay, so this much crores of contract, and GRC in Kolkata, L&T is a subcontractor. These are basic information. Okay, now here if you see the first one, okay, this is the third one, right? The first one was this Sandhayak, and then it was Nirdeshak, the second one. Now the third one is being made, and later you will see the fourth one also being developed. Okay, that will be again the next current affair, which might be for this prelims or next prelims, it will become useful. Then their propulsion system and all these basic things, right? Like what all is involved. See, manufactured by Steel Authority of India, 80% indigenous content. Then this much, like 2 engines are there, and features of this vessel. Okay, maneuverability is there, surveys conducted in shallow water, whatever the technical things, that is again mentioned here. Okay, so Ekshak was launched on November 26, 2022 in Chennai. The vessel was set sail in Bay of Bengal at the launch ceremony. In keeping the naval maritime tradition, Madhumati Hampioli, the spouse of this admiral, launched the ship, chanting of invocation from the Atharva Veda. So these rituals and all, you know, whenever a new something, if we import also, some ceremonies will be done. Of all religions, it will be done. So that kind of things are mentioned here. Okay, so in Financial Express, a detailed article is given. Question number 4. What is the new name suggested by WHO for the monkeypox? Okay, so monkeypox, you know, whenever an animal name, a human name or something is there, they don't like it. So immediately they will tell, let's generalize it, have a general name. So options are mpox, brownpox, Antonin plague, Naples syndrome. What are they calling monkeypox? Okay, what is it? WHO suggestion, because everybody will give their own suggestions. What is WHO's suggestions for monkeypox? This again is a very, not a very tough question or very usual UPSC type question, but UPSC sometimes, okay, once in 3 years, 4 years, will ask these kind of naming conventions also. So here the answer is mpox. Okay, so they announced that mpox is currently the preferred name, and monkeypox was named in 1970, more than 10 years after the virus that causes the disease discovered in captive monkey. So if you see here, monkeypox probably did not originate in monkeys, and knowledge related to it is still unknown. Monkeypox virus is currently found several other animals apart from monkeys also. The name for the disease was given from before the WHO published the best practices for naming disease in 2015. Okay, so in 2015, WHO published some rules, like how do you name the diseases. Okay, so before that only we have named monkeypox, so they thought it is wrong now, we have to change it. So they are changing it to mpox. So currently you will see in newspapers both monkeypox and mpox are simultaneously being used, but later you should not do. After 1 year and all, if you do, that is wrong. Okay, so WHO is responsible for giving new names to the newly discovered diseases and existing diseases under the International Classification of Diseases and the WHO family of International Health-related classification by consulting with the member states of WHO. So there will be consultation. It's not like they just decide and tell. So that is usually what happens. Responsibility of naming viruses lies with the International Committee on the Taxonomy of Viruses. Okay, so there is a body, maybe there, ICTV, who is responsible for naming viruses. It had stated the process of renaming all orthopox virus, including monkeypox virus, before the global outbreak in 2022. This will continue to be under the purview of the ICTV, meaning there are rules. Okay. And this body, if you see, it was set up in 1966, responsible for all these naming convention. It is previously known as International Committee on Nomenclature of Viruses. The members of the organizations are known as expert virologists, and they have developed method to name, describe and classify every virus affecting organism. And it's an Indian Express article. Last year what I have noticed is more than from Hindu, more questions came from Indian Express. Okay, meaning Hindu also that article will be there, but the way Indian Express explained certain terms, I felt it better. Okay, I'm not promoting any newspapers based on my experience, because I also tell you even now read Hindu only because their editorials are excellent. But the prelims certain factual information I found in Indian Express better. Okay, the definitions. Now, question number 5. The report, The Plastic Life Cycle, was recently released by Central Pollution Control Board, Niti Aayog, Center for Science and Environment, National Conservation Foundation. So all these bodies also about like when it is set up, under which ministry it is, whether it's a not-for-profit body, whether it's a statutory body. These things you have to know, okay, because UPSC already asked a question on Niti Aayog and CPCB in the past. So you can expect questions on CSC and NCF also. So here, the report, Plastic Life Cycle, was recently released by Center for Science and Environment. So this body, I know you know it because the Down to Earth magazine is also published by CSE. Okay, so it is what? It is a Delhi-based think tank. It was released during the one-day national conclave on India Habitat Center in November 22. India has not been able to effectively implement policies countering plastic pollution. So we have the rules, right? Plastic waste management rules in 2016. It is amended more than 5 times. Okay, still it is not being properly done. So it's only benefited major producers, importer, brand owners, all these people only it is benefiting. Now, new report tells that the entire life cycle of the plastic from source to disposal is not properly recognized. We don't know the root cause. Issue is still there. So you should focus on everything, the chain end to end, right? That you should do. Then this non-recyclable thing, there's one-time plastics. There are many things which India is doing, and India is trying to even, I think single-use plastic is banned already by 2022. So like that, there are certain things which is mentioned in this report. You just have to know it is published by Center for Science and Environment. Remaining for your mains, okay, I have given some more notes. You can read this. And again, it's taken from Down to Earth, which is their own magazine, which is Center for Science and Environment. They only publish this particular thing. Okay, then what Pollution Control Board has done, that is also written here. So these were the 5 questions for today. Please practice these questions. Our science separate PDF also if you need, right? Science, current affair, everything is there. Science separate if you need MCQs, current affair separate you need, you can WhatsApp me and get it. And I'm sure it will help you double your score if you learn from Vysh IAS. That is my guarantee. Okay, so tomorrow we'll come up with the next episode. Thank you and have a nice day.